go. Good morning and welcome to Storybook Land. My name is Frank and I'll be your captain and storyteller today here aboard Loco. When you're safe, we do ask that you remain seated, keeping your hands on street legs inside out. Parents, please supervise your children as we wouldn't want our story to take any unexpected turns. Now, most people enter enchanted worlds through the pages of a book, but those who choose to visit in person, either through a rabbit hole with a little pixie dust, often find the way there to be magical, or sometimes even menacing. But don't worry, when it looks like you're being swallowed whole by monster the whale, they're actually being transported to a nearest magical place called Storybook Land.
Whoa. See what's the Mars? Oh my god, you open that?
And of course, all good stories begin with the once upon a time, or in our case, a big bad wolf, who lives in that cave just up ahead to your left. Now, that big bad wolf was always after those three little pigs who lived just across the way of those three houses. One made of straw, one made of sticks, and one made of guaranteed wolf-proof bricks.
Oh, another one? Yes, yeah.
But just then, our story takes a bit of a strange turn as up ahead on your left, you'll find the quaint English village where one golden afternoon a young girl named Alice chased the white rabbit down the rabbit hole where she fell down, down, down into Wonderland. And of course, her adventures just got curiouser and curiouser from there. Up ahead on your right, the Disneyland Park where Peter Pan, John, Michael, and Wendy Darling's first clue, with the help of Tinkerbell and her pixie dust, on their way to Neverland where they would never, ever have to go out. Straight ahead, you'll see the city of Acre, the city of mystery and enchantment, where a street rat named Aladdin first bumped into Princess Jasmine in the marketplace and stole her heart. So the two from different worlds with the power of love and the help of a genie, they were similar, and to this day live in the Sultan's palace. Now, true love blooms in Storybook Land like the roses on the archways high above us. The very same archways where Aladdin first took Princess Jasmine over, sideways and under, on a magic carpet rise to a whole new world. Now, while all good stories are full of love and light, they also have their dark places of mystery like the Cave of Wonders up ahead. This treasure lays a curse that can only be broken by the genie of the lamp. A legend has it, whoever frees the genie will be granted 3 wishes. So we'll close our eyes and make a wish together and see if it comes true.
The lamp open? What is it?
Now, Snow White wished for a safe place to hide when she fled from the evil queen, and came upon a 7-dwarfs cottage up ahead to your right, who offered her shelter in exchange for her kindness. If you look close, you can see them right in the back, and you may even hear them whistle while they work. Now, Cinderella wished to go to the ball, but her wicked stepmother forbade it. Thankfully, her fair godmother granted that wish, but when she did not come home by the stroke of midnight, her carriage straight into a pumpkin. She could still see on the bridge up ahead. Nothing failed, and magic has its limitations, love does not, and she soon found her Prince Charming, and they live happily ever after in that pink castle high atop the hill.
Whoa, is that cool? Yeah, see it? Got my sunnies? My son? Is that better?
Dreams do come true like wishes, they inspire our stories here. Some are dreams of a happily ever after, while others are dreams of Christian off to sleep on hills of quilted flowers. Like those on your left, inspired by the 1933 Silly Symphony, Lullaby Land. There's magic everywhere here in Storybook Land, even in the miniature plants and trees which will never, ever have to grow up thanks to the magic of Tinkerbell. In fact, it's that very same magic that made this place so special to master storyteller Walt Disney and continued to inspire stories to this day. Stories like The Wind in the Willows with Mole, Ratty, and Mr. Toad, whose stately manner you can see just up ahead to your left. Although in fact, Mr. Toad isn't in right now, he's off on his motor car on a wild ride to nowhere in particular. Up ahead on your left, you'll see the icy kingdom of Arendelle, where Queen Elsa fled to her palace high atop the fjord. Her sister Anna refused to let her go, and this act of true love saved them both, and allowed them to ask once more, do you want to build a snowman? Straight ahead, you'll see the Alpine village where Woodcarver named Geppetto wished upon his star for his puppet Pinocchio to become a real boy. When Pinocchio saved him from the belly of Monster, the way out of the blue granted just that wish.
Bit of a... Where we go?
Magic items, wishes like that and so many others like that of a young girl named Ariel, to follow Prince Arthur's castle up ahead on your right, took her first steps on land and finally became a part of our world. Now her story begins in the shadow of her father, King Triton, whose underwater kingdom of Atlantica you can see just up ahead to your left here on the waterfall. Now at the close of the book on our story and approach the dock, we ask that you remain seated, keeping those hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat. Well, once again, my name is Frank, and on behalf of all of the Storybook Land Canal, I would like to thank you for joining us today, and hope you guys have a very magical day here at Disneyland. Thank you. So we're going to do about one more stop, and we're all going to stay seated. And what I come to do, we're going to stand up together at the same time, 3 mountains in that boat. I have nobody is under